As you are aware, Cyclone Gabrielle has had major impacts across most of the North Island. This is a significant disaster with a real threat to the lives of New Zealanders. Today we are expecting to see more rain and high winds. We are through the worst of the storm itself, but we know that we are all facing extensive flooding, slips, damaged roads and infrastructure. Accordingly, on the advice of NEMA, I have this morning at 8:43 a.m. declared a national state of emergency. It will apply to the 6 regions that have already declared a local state of emergency, that is Northland, Auckland, Tairāwhiti, Bay of Plenty, Waikato and Hawke's Bay. This is the 3rd time in New Zealand's history that we have felt it necessary to do this. This is absolutely not a reflection on the outstanding work being done by the emergency responders who have been working tirelessly, local leadership or civil defence teams in the affected areas. It is simply that NEMA's advice is that we can better support those affected regions through a nationally coordinated approach. Since Sunday, NEMA have been in close contact with local civil defence teams of affected areas to assess the need of a declaration of a national state of emergency. NEMA have been giving advice to myself and the Prime Minister on the need of a national state of emergency based on the assessments of the local teams. And until now, the advice has been that it was not necessary. NEMA met with the local civil defence teams earlier this morning and advised that local civil defence teams also fed back that a national state of emergency would be beneficial. This declaration enables the government to support the affected regions, coordinate additional resources as they are needed across multiple regions, and help set the priorities across the country for the response. A national declaration is a significant legal instrument, and it has been important that it has been prepared correctly. This declaration gives us the ability to give further resources to affected regions. I want to emphasise that the government has already been surging support and resources to the regions for some days. Our message to everyone affected is safety first. Look after each other, your family and your neighbours. Please continue to follow local civil defence advice and please minimise travel in affected areas. If you are worried about your safety, particularly because of the threat of flooding or slips, then don't wait for emergency services to contact you. Leave and seek safety, either with family, friends, or at one of the many civil defence centres that have been opened. I want to thank everyone who has stepped in these really difficult circumstances. We are seeing iwi, community groups, and many others opening up shelters, providing food, comfort, and support to so many people. And again, I just want to acknowledge that the tireless work of the responders who have been working night and day to help keep those communities safe.